totally go check her out on YouTube. She literally just today, got a YouTube. And she's going to be making book reviews just like me, and
maybe other things like movie reviews
and etc. and style and beauty, because she's just good at everything.
Oh, thank you.
So yeah, today we are going to be doing the book pet peeves tag because Karen, your Thursday on TheBookalicious, tagged us to do this tag. Yeah. So we are going to,
pet peeves.
Pet peeves. Which is kind of fun to say, actually, if you say it a lot. Pet peeves.
Pet peeves. Pet peeves. Pet peeves. I'm Italiano. Pet peeves. Okay, Kate can start us off.
Okay, what was my first pet peeve?
Here, I can just say something.
Okay, you go first.
I don't like it when books don't show what number in the series it is, because sometimes if you can't find out what book it is, you'll end up reading the second book in the series, and it just doesn't make sense at all. It just ruins the whole thing, in my opinion.
Wait, no, I shouldn't. Never mind. Anyways, yeah. That's so annoying. I agree with her. The next one is when books that are like teen or young adult are put in the children's section. Like the book
Harry Potter.
The Crazy Man, which is like my best example, has, I think, a really mature theme. It's about mental people in the 60s and how they treated them. And it was an amazing book and I really liked it, but I thought, imagine if you were like, and the breadwinner was placed in the children's section of my library. People die in that book, and it's all about Afghanistan and stuff. Just thought, what's another one that we don't have that many pet peeves because we aren't necessarily perfectionists. I think that if a book has a bunch of different lines on it and stuff and looks like it's been read, I think that's good because it looks like it's been loved.
Yeah, and it makes it seems like it's a good book.
Yeah. And the other one I have is when people think they're too cool to read,
guys.
Yeah, mostly males. But if they're or we have this thing called AR at my school where if you get a certain amount of points, you get better grades. And
oh yeah, we have that.
Yeah, this book, it's 300 pages, would probably be about 10 points. And you have to get 25-ish. So some people, Diary of a Wimpy Kid is rated 1 point. Some people will read all of the Diary of the Wimpy Kid and then a really, really light book that's totally not for their age, and I just don't like that. I think you should read books that are for your age and for your reading level.
I had
another
another
when people don't do that.
Oh, did you? Yeah, I did.
But all these, if you do these, it doesn't,
yeah, I won't, rip my head off or anything. Or, pull my head. But, yeah.
It's not, that big of a deal.
No. It's just kind of oh well.
Whatever.
I'll just go online and research what number it is, and I'll try and find in the book what number in the series it is, and then
it doesn't really matter what section.
It makes it harder and kind of frustrates you, but it's not that big a deal.
You get over it eventually. Okay, are we done with the pet peeves part of this video?
Yes, I think so.
Okay, now we're going to share with you what we got from the library, because we went to the library today and it was really fun because we made cases for our iPods and we should have showed them. Oh well, they're really pretty. And they have plastic so that you can still touch it, but
here, you explain yours, I'll go get them.
Okay, and go get mine too. Okay, and here's Megan with our iPod cases.
Okay, so what I have, what we did is we just sewed the fabric with the plastic, and you just it has a little button that's tied to Velcro, so you can open it up and just slide your iPod in here, and then it's if you have an iPod Touch, it's good because you can just slide it,
and then you can go
And then we decorated the back. It's really pretty.
And for mine, hers is like she overlapped the fabric onto the plastic, and mine I just did like straight on, pretty much. And then I did this secured with glue, and I did like a row of buttons and then a little fake leather strap, and it goes around and hooks in to there, just like hers. And then I put ribbons on the back. This was all done with like super, I think this would be a really good craft. You could do this for a book too, like a book cover.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
And that's good because then, like, sometimes when I'm taking my book, like, on the boat or to the beach, and I don't want it getting wet because then it just...
Or getting, like, sand. Ew, that'd be gross, like sand in between the pages.
Yeah,
It,
and then
rustle.
you can just cover it up. Or if you have, like, a wet bathing suit in your bag and you don't want it to get wet, you can just do that. Or I just sometimes use, like, a giant Ziploc bag and put it in, and then it doesn't get wet. It's like my case cover.
And this, like, all we used was this plastic stuff. You can find at Fabricland for, like, this much would probably be, like, 5 cents. It's not expensive at all. And then we just used felt, which is also really expensive. And we sewed the edges. And then this is just, like, you could use whatever you want, but...
And you can even help the environment and just reuse stuff you have at home. And then,
yeah, like if buttons break off. It's like a DIY video now.
Okay.
So now we're going to start off with what we're reading and what we got from the library today. So,
Okay. I've barely even started it, but I'm reading The Hunger Games right now because there's a movie coming out, and just tons of people have said it's amazing. Like Kate here, I've listened to her reviews, and she's given tons of great feedback on this book. And yeah, it sounds like a good book. So, yeah.
And keeping with the theme, I'm reading Mockingjay, which is the 3rd book in the Hunger Games series. I'm about 170 pages in, and it's taking a really long time to get into. Like, the action just barely started. So, I don't know. I think I liked Hunger Games and Catching Fire better. Let me know what you guys think in the comments.
I find the first book in the series is always the best.
Yeah, usually.
Well, except for Harry Potter, because the first one is really good, but the 7th one is really, really good. Well, actually, all of them are pretty good, in my opinion.
I don't know.
Today at the library, I got the book The Summer I Turned Pretty, and it's about a girl, and she's been friends with these 2 boys forever, and sometimes she's had crushes on them and stuff, and this summer something changes so yeah. And my friend told me that this was a great book, and I saw it chapters, and I didn't know if I'd like it or not, so I just got it from the library, because it's, a good thing to do.
And logical. That's by Jenny Hann, the author of Shug, and Shug is also a really good book. I got Beauty Queens by Libba Bray. If you guys are subscribed to my other channel, K88Me, you know that I wanted to read this summer, and it's finally came in on the hold list of my library. So I got it, and I'm excited to read this. So, once I finish Mockingjay. Yeah. So, I think that's all for today, right? Do you want to do like a little book dance?
Sure. What's the book dance?
Let's do the Reading Rainbow theme song. Because that has to do with reading, and this is TheBookalicious. So, that's the only song I could think of, and that will end off our video. So, thank you guys for watching.
Dance.
Subscribe to her, which is TwinkleToes97, and that's toes with a Z. I'll have her link in the bottom bar and the link to my channel. So you can subscribe to both of those. Okay, it's a very subby day.
Butterfly in the sky, I can go twice as high. Take a look, it's in a book, a reading rainbow.